Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Again, I'm a fight fan, not a fighter, not a trainer. I don't have anything to do with MMA other than watching the sport and enjoying it. Um, but for Topuria to win this fight, it's very simple. He needs to keep this fight standing. He does not need to put himself in harm's way by going for submissions, risk getting taken down, going for a takedown and getting submitted. Because Oliveira, we've seen him do everything. Guillotine chokes, rear naked chokes, arm bars, triangle chokes. He's probably done all kinds of stuff outside the UFC because he's such a great fighter, you know? And I'm not being funny. I mean, it sounds funny the way I said it, but I'm serious. He needs to keep that fight standing. He doesn't need to go brawl mode. He needs to do what he does best. And that's go into the fight, hands up, use his jab, utilize that punching power he has, utilize the distance, and use some leg kicks. And every now and then, if you have to get close, boom, 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 mix it up with the body, you know. One thing I like that Roundtree did with Hill, he utilized those leg kicks, but he also went to the body several times also, like I assumed he would. Once the fight got deeper into those rounds, those championship rounds, round 3, 4, and 5, and he started to do that more. I expect Topuria to do that as well and to wear down Charles Oliveira. Now, if he wins this fight in the way that I'm thinking, it's two ways he wins this fight. I don't think he's going to knock him out within the first two rounds or even 3 rounds. But I do think, however, he has the ability to see. Charles Oliveira has had a habit of getting dropped in his fights and coming back. I think Charles is going to be a little smarter in this fight. He is going to be okay with not getting into a wild exchange early because then that puts himself at risk. Although that puts Topuria at risk. He's going to be patient in this fight. Topuria will be okay with that. You might see a boring first round. This is if Topuria wins. I'm going to make a video for Charles Oliveira if he wins too. Topuria, you'll see a boring first round. You'll see him hit some nice shots. He'll probably outstrike Charles Oliveira and just learn to get comfortable with himself and figure out his timing, like a lot of strikers do in that first round. The second round, you'll see more of the same. I expect to see Charles Oliveira actually go for a takedown, and then I see Topuria stuffing it and willing to keep that fight standing. He says he's going to grapple. He's okay with submitting him. I just don't see that happening. Again, it's very possible. Charles Oliveira has been submitted. You know, Topuria is an elite all-around fighter, but I think his best chances are in the stand-up department. So come for the third round, you'll see Topuria start to get comfortable. He'll start to open up with those body shots because he's got some amazing boxing skills. Oh, my goodness. You know, that's another reason he can have an attitude, you know. If he can back it up, he's that guy, you know? And expect him to hit him more. And if he does knock out or get a finish over Oliveira, I expect him to get a TKO where he overwhelms and just makes Charles wilt under that pressure by the late 4th or early mid-5th round if he does get the stop. I just don't see him getting that one-punch knockout. Charles Oliveira has a very tough chin, and Justin Gaethje hits hard. Dropped him, couldn't put him out. Dustin Poirier has knockout power. Dropped him. Couldn't put him out. You know, even Islam, he did submit him, and he hurt him, but he still didn't knock him out. So that's my point, you know. So my thing is, if he wins, he gets a late finish, or he outstrikes Charles. He fights very strategically. He has that. He approaches this fight. If he does win, it would be like how he fought. What's that guy's name that he beat by decision before? I forgot his name. He's a good fighter. But he beat somebody by decision. It was a 50-44 or 43 or something like that before he knocked out Volk. Oh, man. It's the guy Yair beat. But anyways, if Ilia wins, it's a unanimous decision. He outstrikes him. He's very strategic. He's patient with his shots. He doesn't try to tire himself out and get into a brawl and risk getting knocked out. Or he dominates and then eventually picks apart Charles Oliveira to where he puts him out in the late round. So if he wins, that's how he would win. That's what I see happening.